Here is a short video for YouTube that I've made. You've probably seen some of the parts of this video before. Here are some of my fossil specimens, the really good fossils that you find along the Jurassic Coast, the top trumps that you find not all of the time, but that's what you work hard to find in all this stormy weather that happens, especially during the winter months. There's Mike Harrison fossil hunting there at Mike Harrison's Fossils, and he will show us some of these amazing fossil finds from the Jurassic Coast. Over a lot of years he's found these fossils and prepared them lovingly to get them up to a really high standard. So have a look now at some fantastic fossil finds that he's made during the winter months, in particular when the seas are rough, washing the mudslides, and at low tide you can go out and fossil hunt along the Jurassic Coast and find hopefully one or two of the little golden ammonites preserved in iron pyrites that Mike's just about to pick up now as you see him walking down the beach looking as the sea goes back. I'm here at Mike Harrison's Fossils looking at his amazing fossil finds from the Jurassic Coast, ichthyosaur jaws, a lovely big backbone of the ichthyosaur there, and here is Mike himself. There he is, the man himself, and let's talk about some of his fossil finds. Look at that backbone column there. Huge, really weighty, isn't it, Mike?
Yeah, 4 huge vertebrates from a Temnodontosaurus plateodon ichthyosaur I found in 2008.
That is big. You can hear it go clonk when it goes back on the table there. Some fossil specimens that Mike's prepared as well, lovingly. Very fragile too. Look at that
Piece
lovely
of crinoid
specimen there.
This would have been a much bigger piece, but unfortunately some of it's got lost to the sea.
The sea destroys everything as well as revealing all the fossils. That is looking absolutely amazing on this iPhone. And then some of the harder work here where Mike's had to prepare around the ammonites, preserved in calcite. Wow, those really gleam with the iron pyrites body chambers.
And on the other side of the rock we have imprints of shells and other ammonites.
What rock is that? What part of the...
This is goldstone.
Wow.
Quite a rare type of stone.
It really does look gold on the screen too. That's stunning, Mike. Over here I can see a little fish, a small fish. It's the Weatherford fish. Just been out fossil collecting in the rain.
This is a little fish in a piece of woodstone, accompanied by some small ammonites, all preserved in calcite.
Absolute beautiful preservation, right at the top of the stone as well. What kind of stone was that you found it in?
That's a woodstone.
That's a woodstone.
That actually didn't have any wood in it.
No wood in that?
No, there was no wood in it. A fish instead.
And the little ammonites washed up against it as it acted as a barrier on the seafloor.
Amazing.
Wow, absolute spectacular fossil finds. I've got a couple of mine strewn in with the others, but Mike's got all the big pieces.
One of my favourites of yours.
Big nautilus there from the Lias.
Look at that. Perfect.
Just plucked out of the mud like that. You can find whole specimens on the beach just like that. The sea's eroded that so well, hasn't it? It's sort of given it a sort of sculptural effect.
You'll never find another one like it.
No, ever. You're right. Yeah, exactly. When you talk about this stuff, that is exactly what you're saying. You'll never find some of this material ever again like it. Absolutely unique. Look at that jaw there.
Some lovely toothy rostrum.
Wow. What a smile. And did you prepare that one out, Mike, or was that...
It came out in hundreds of pieces.
Oh, proper jigsaw.
So painstakingly put it all back together.
Look at those gnashers.
I suppose the nice thing about the fact that it was broken into so many pieces meant that I could prepare all the matrix from around the teeth, so you can actually see through it.
To get that three-dimensional effect. Look at the light through the other side. If you were a fish, that wouldn't have been such a good thing. Wow. This is an amazing collection. Thanks very much for bringing it round. This is Mike from @Mike Harrison's Fossils on Instagram. That's it. I think we've covered all those specimens. What a brilliant display of fossils from the Jurassic coast, mostly found at low tide, washed out by the sea's actions.